and I'm going to be your medium for the next hour. So it'd be really nice to see some of you on. I'm looking for a pen at the moment to write some names down for people who want to have a reading. So we just be patient. I'll just be patient and wait till I see some of you on. I don't think I can find a pen, guys, unless I've got one in here. So I may just have to do one at a time who I'm drawn to. So welcome, everybody. Hope you can all hear me okay. Let me know who's with me and who would like a reading. So my name's Maria Deane. I'm a psychic medium, intuitive soul reader. And I'm here with you for the next hour or so with me and Spirit. Or am I here on my own for an hour or so? I'll just wait for a few of you to get on. Actually, I might go and look for a pen while I'm waiting for some of you to get on. I might go and look for a pen so I can write your names down. Light a candle or so. Hello, Jackie. Hiya. It's nice to see you. Welcome, Jackie. Just lighting a candle at the moment. Just saying, I haven't got a pen with me. I can't seem to see a pen with me, and I don't really want to move away and find a pen. So if you want a reading, let me know. You would love a reading. Okay, so shall we start, Jackie? Let's start with you. Seeing as though you're here, let's start with you. Let's start with the reading. So, we're asking Spirit which one is for Jackie. Which one for Jackie? This one? This one. I have 2 packs of cards that I use all the time. Spirit have said this one is for you, Jackie. But just to show you what I do, I have 2 packs of cards. And I always ask Spirit which is the right one for whoever I'm working with. And they've given me this one for you, Jackie. This is what I sometimes do. Hello, Debbie. Good afternoon. So, Debbie, I'm just saying that, hello, Beth. You would love to hear from me. So, Beth, I'll give you a reading next. Christine, good afternoon. I was just saying that I haven't got my pen with me, so I'm just going to go with who I remember and who I'm drawn to. Now, I know it's Beth next. So, and then it's Hayley. So, and then we'll look for some more after that. So let's do, I think it's Jackie first, then Beth, and then Hayley. Look at the orbs dancing already, guys. Can you see them? How wonderful. Thank you, Spirit. So Spirit are here with us. So Jackie, I'm going to do yours now. Spirit are here with us. Guys, watch out for the orbs. Watch out for the faces in the curtains. It happens a lot when we're doing readings online. Spirit are already here with us because we've had the dancing orbs. I've been able to see them. Hopefully you have too. So I know we've got Jackie, then we've got Beth. And then we've got, who have we got next? You might have to remind me. That's why no more than 3, because I can't remember. I can't even remember the 3. So I've got Jackie. There's the orbs. Then I've got, I can't even remember the second now. Let's do Jackie's first. And then can you remind me, guys, who's next? Or Stacey, can you remind me who's next? Look at the orbs, guys. Lots of orbs. Let's pick a spray. So those who've watched me before know that I use these sprays, raising our vibration. So Jackie, this spray is about raising your vibration. So have some spray. I'm going to have some spray and I'm going to spray the cards. And what that does is brings all our energy together. Okay, that was what that happens, is brings all our energies together. And this one is for Jackie's highest good. And if you give her something to look at, please give her the solution. If loved ones want to come in and give a message, then that's okay with us. But only bonds of love are allowed in here. Okay, Jackie, Lady of Magic, Lady of Unicorns. That's what I have for you. Beautiful card, isn't it? Lady of Unicorns, you're the Lady of Magic. You're the lady, but you've had some challenges. So you're the Lady of Magic, the Lady of Unicorns, but Jackie, you've had some challenges in your life and you're having difficulty. We've got the Queen of Owls. You're having difficulty sleeping at night time. You're having a difficulty getting into a routine for sleeping at night time. There's some situation, person, place, thing that is controlling in your life. There's something that's controlling and there's something that's blocking you away from being who all you can be. We've got the shapeshifter, which is about change. So change is happening in your life, Jackie. Change is happening in your life. And the temptation for you, do you see that beautiful orb that went up there for you, Jackie? The temptation for you, Jackie, is to keep doing the same old story over and over again. And what Spirit are saying is that they would like you to change the story. We need to change that story. So if you do what you always did, you get what you always got. It isn't going to change. And what Spirit are really coming, look at that orb straight up. Spirit are really coming close now, Jackie. And what they're saying is you've got to change that story. Now, I know it's difficult and you may need some help in doing that, but that story needs to change. So, for example, let me give you an example of it. I was brought up in an alcoholic situation, domestic violence, all sorts of horrible stuff. And when I left that situation and I got married, I ended up in a similar situation without the domestic violence, but the similar situation. And when I left that marriage and I remarried, I was back in domestic violence again. And then I did my work. And then when I did my work and changed the story, I got different relationships and I'm no longer in domestic violence or abuse or any of them relationships anymore. And I've been able to heal and let go of the stuff that was making me vulnerable. And I'm not saying this is about you, Jackie, this is about me. But it was making me vulnerable to repeat the same story over and over again. And so now I changed the story. And this is what Spirit are bringing for you, Jackie. Now it's time. It's time for you to change your story. The song is about changing your story. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Jackie, and then I'm going to move on to the next person. Hopefully, I'll know who they are by now. But thank you for working with me, Jackie. I hope that was okay for you. So, Stacey, do you know who was next? Any idea? Was it a Helen by any chance? Beth, thank you. Thank you, Stacey. So this one's for Beth. Beth, let me pick you a spray. And you have, okay, so for magic and protection. So Beth, you have magic and protection. So let's do this. Let's do the spray. Let's do the cards. Let's see, magic and protection for you, Beth. Okay. Look at the orbs for you, Beth. Look at all them orbs. Beautiful. They're very small. Sometimes we get great big massive ones. Sometimes we get little ones. But they're there, aren't they? So Beth, this is for you. I would love to hear from you. That's how you put it, isn't it? Hello, Beth. Hello. What a lovely smiling picture of you. You have a lovely smile. Okay, so what we're doing is looking for Beth's highest good. Should put the cards back in. Really look at the orbs, guys. So Beth, look at all these beautiful orbs for you. They're lovely, aren't they? Amazing. Thank you, Spirit, for being with us. Now, there was a massive one. Did you see that massive one? It really lit up the roof. How beautiful is that? Thank you, Spirit. They could put on a real show for us, don't they? Which is lovely. Okay. So this is for Beth. Beth's highest good. Okay. Shadow of the past coming up for you, Beth. Prince of Shadows. Shadow of the past coming up for you. Because you've grown. So we've got the fairy of growth. You've grown so much. But there's still that little tiny bit, shadow of the past, that has to kind of come up and be removed. We've got the Smith, which is about training. So it's about training. So maybe this last little bit you need some help with. You need some training with how to let go of some stuff. We've got the dreaming. Well, sometimes this is about finding your dreams and moving forward. But what I'm feeling for Spirit with this one, with you, Beth, is that you've been having some really vivid dreams lately. And the really vivid dreams are coming up because you're ready to do a little bit more work now. You're ready to peel another layer of the onion. And that's what's happening. So that other layer has to come off. And Spirit are encouraging you to do that. You're exhausted at the moment. So we've got this. It looks like magic mushrooms, but it's exhaustion. You're exhausted at the moment. You've got some PTSD. So some trauma, some stuff that's coming back up for you that needs to be worked on is making you unwell at the moment. So this is you're a strong person, a really strong woman. You've come through a lot. We've got the rocks. You're really, really strong. You've come through a lot. You've come round through the other side of it. And you are the lady of magic as well. You are the lady of unicorns. And the thing is, like I always say, the lightest fairies come from the darkest places. And I'm not saying you come from a dark place, but I know it to be true that the brighter you are, the more darkness you've had. And so there may be just another little layer that needs to come off. More challenges, more of your challenges that you've worked through amicably. You've done really well, but there's one more little layer to be done. And I'm feeling it really strong. But that layer you might need a little bit of help with. And that's what Spirit are saying. You also are not sleeping so well at night time. And probably because your subconscious is all kind of, what's the word for it when it gets all kind of shuffled up a little bit? Because you're ready now. So you're in a safe space now. You're in a good place now. And you're ready to work through that last little bit. You're trying to keep in control. And that's what I'm getting from Spirit. You're trying to keep it in control. You're trying to keep it down. Beth, it won't stay down no matter what you do. So you might as well just face it on and do the work that needs to happen and then become the beautiful magic lady that you are and become even more beautiful and magic that you are. And that's what Spirit are saying. I always think that when we get this stuff that comes up for us, it's a blessing. It's a blessing because it's going to show us more of the light. It's going to show us, it's going to shine a light on things, and it's going to make us, you know, see what we need to see so that we can move forward and that we can work and do our higher purpose, do what we've come here to do. I'm going to leave that with you, Beth. Thank you for working with me. So, Stacey, who's next? I'm glad that you're here, Stacey, to keep an eye on things with me. So let's see, look at the orbs in between, giving us orbs. Aren't they lovely? Thank you, Spirit, for the beautiful orbs. So we're very grateful that Spirit are here with us. So do we know who's next, Stace? Hayley, that's right. So Hayley, if Hayley's still there, thank you. Okay, Hayley, this one's for you. Okay, let's find a spray for Hayley. So Hayley, for you, we've got Archangel Metatron, the angel of ascension, the angel of healing, the angel of the new golden energy that we're moving into, the angel of ascension. Very, very powerful angel, Archangel Metatron. And the new angel, one of the angels that's really helping bring us into this new golden energy that we're moving into. So for Hayley's highest good, give us something to look at them orbs. Wow. They're a show for us, aren't they? They're amazing. Okay. So for Hayley's highest good, and if you give her something to look at, please give her the solution. Have we got any faces in the windows yet? Not sure. I think we have. Oh, I think we have in the middle, right in the very center there. And do you see the light change? So I think we've got spirit watching us, watching on. Okay, Hayley. So for Hayley's highest good, Hayley, we've got the Lady of the Forest. I'm just bear with me, Hayley, while I stay with it for a moment. When I get this card, it's usually about addictions. Now, I'm not saying that you have an addiction, and I'm not saying that it's drugs or alcohol or anything like that, but we can get addicted to many, many things. You know, it could be food, it could be work. We could just work too much. It could be addicted to looking after other people and not looking after ourselves. Let's see what comes with that. Okay, Hayley, you're a messenger. You are a messenger. And Spirit are about to bring a message to you. You need to cut ties with that no longer serves you. Did you see the orb that time? More orbs. So this is really important for you, Hayley, and you know what you need to cut ties with. But as you cut ties with that no longer serves you, you can see the owl coming in. And when the owl is coming in, that's for wisdom. So the owl will bring wisdom with it. So you need to cut ties with that no longer serves you. They are not going to change. Whether it be a situation, a friend, a family member, they're not going to change. And Spirit are saying they're not going to change. So you need to cut ties with them because they're bringing you down. You have a message to bring to the world. So your message, you are a messenger, but also the message that Spirit are bringing for you is that you're doing too much. You're juggling. They've got too many balls up in the air. When you've got loads and loads and loads of balls up in the air and you're juggling all the time, there's no room for something new to come in. How can something new come into your life if you can't stop juggling the balls? Look at that. Spirit gave us the orb at the same time. So they can't come in. So what Spirit are saying is you've got to let something drop. And you've got to cut away something that no longer serves you. And then you've got to trust that something new is coming in for you. Something wonderful is coming in for you. And that's what they're preparing you for. And although you may have been through hard times or maybe going through hard times, out the other side of that is such wonderful beauty that's coming to you. And I can feel it. It feels really strong, really powerful. That this is something that is really important. And it's important for you and your higher purpose. One more card. Okay, Hayley? And then we'll see who's next. Okay, have a little faith. We've got the Lady of Faith. The orbs are coming at the same time. Have a little faith. And I'm not so sure that this is about your faith, Hayley. I think this is about your faith in yourself. Have a little faith in yourself. You can do this. You can definitely do this. And you will be better off for it. And it may be a difficult thing to do, but you can do that. And Spirit are urging you to kind of look at things now and see where you want to go in your life. And what does Hayley want? What does Hayley want to do? You know, what is the best for Hayley right now? So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you for working with me. And now we'll see who have we got next. So Stacey, did you get anybody else next, or shall we just leave it open for people to come and tell us? Debbie Linda, lovely. So Debbie Linda, let me get a spray for you, Debbie Linda. Debbie Linda. Lord Melchizedek, that's what you have. So these are Ascended Master sprays, that's what they are. You know, you might get Christ energy, look at all them orbs, or you might get Archangel Raphael, or you might get Metatron. Archangel Lord Melchizedek is of the really high order, and it's a really strong. Debbie, you next. Okay, it's really strong. So let's see what Spirit have got to say for you, Debbie. Okay, they've got lovely orbs coming in, Debbie, for you. Can you see them? Very beautiful. Okay, for Debbie's highest good. Okay, so somebody is either you're thinking of leaving somewhere, or somebody has recently left your life in some way, shape, or form. Okay, I feel like it's a shadow of the past. We've got the Queen of Shadows. It's a shadow of the past, but it feels like it's still affecting you today. It's affecting you really badly, actually, is what I'm getting. And it's causing you to be really unwell. It's causing you to be really unwell. Debbie, what Spirit are saying is there is hope. Okay? So there is hope. Now, whether that's hope for you or hope for the situation, they're saying you need to shine your light. Your light's been dimmed. Something has happened, and that beautiful light of yours has been dimmed. And what Spirit are saying is they want to raise you. They want to raise your vibration and help uplift you. I've got the Queen of Bedlam. So if some horrible stuff has been happening in your life, you know, crisis after crisis, or in somebody else's life, sometimes the Queen of Bedlam represents ADHD. So whether it's somebody in your life or a situation, somebody at work who could be ADHD and it hasn't been diagnosed, this is confirmation. If you've been thinking that, if you've been wondering and you've been thinking about it and something has been coming up for you for that, that's confirmation that that's true. We've got the Elven Knight, which is usually about one of our children. And they're on the autistic spectrum. They're on the autistic spectrum. And many times you'll find somebody who is on the autistic spectrum is ADHD as well. In fact, 80% of people who are on the autistic spectrum are ADHD as well. So they've got both. So maybe this person has got both. They've got some PTSD, or you have some PTSD because of this situation. You keep returning to the same point over and over again. So they leave, but you keep going back. They leave, and then you go back again. They leave, and then you go back again. And you keep finding yourself in the same situation over and over again. Queen of Laughter, Queen of Fun. Now, this is who you are. Okay, your grandchild. This is who you are. Where's your laughter gone? So it's having an effect on you. You may not feel like it is, but it is having an effect on you. Somebody in your life who says one thing and does another. Their actions and words don't match up. And that's causing you to have some problems. But there's hope for you, okay? There's definitely hope for you. Oh, This is me, Tink. I don't know what I have to tell you off for, Debbie, but when I get this card, my husband calls me Tinkerbell. And when I get this card, hands on hips, Tinkerbell, then it means I have to tell you off. Struggling right now, yes, because change is happening. Because Debbie, change is happening in your life. Let's do a couple more just to kind of like get clearer on it. So change is happening in your life and you're struggling with change right now. And that's okay. That's okay to struggle right now. But you have grown. We've got the fairy of growth. You have grown a lot, Debbie. You've grown a lot through all of this. You need a little bit of training. So the Smith is about training. So maybe you need a little bit of training on how to handle the situation, how to help with your own struggles. You know, the dreaming is coming. And I feel like the dreaming is you have dreams, you have things that you want to do, you have places you want to go, and you're putting your dreams on hold. For whatever reason, you're putting your dreams on hold. And what Spirit is saying is that you need to put you first. And you need to put your dreams first instead of taking care of everybody else. The paradox is, so do you know what a paradox is? So this is the paradox card, and it looks, okay. So this is the paradox card. And it looks like it's two-faced. And what it actually means is the paradox in you putting your dreams on hold for everybody else is that it gives you more challenges. It gives you more challenges. And also, you are saying one thing and doing another. The actions and words are not matching up. So like somebody else in your life, your actions and words are not matching up because you don't actually want to do that. You actually want to go and have your dreams. And you need to put yourself first and go and do that. Because otherwise, you're giving that confusing message when you don't really want to do that. And you're not supposed to do that. Queen of Passage, this has been happening for a long time. And now's the time for you to start to put you first. I hope that was okay for you, Debbie. I'm going to move on now, see who's next. Thank you for working with me, Debbie. So, Joanne Lewis. Thank you, Stace. So, Joanne Lewis. Let me get another spray for you, Joanne. Christ energy. Christ energy is lovely, isn't it? All the energies are lovely, but I particularly like the Christ energy. So, for Joanne's highest good, give her something to look at. Please give her the solution. If loved ones want to come in and give a message, then that's okay with us. Okay, Joanne. Oh, somebody in your life who's not changing, a situation, place, person, thing that's not changing, Joanne. Something was a bit stuck in your life and it's not changing and it's not going to change. It's really not going to change. The messenger comes to you with a message. You're juggling too much. You've too many balls up in the air. They always give us a theme, Spirit do, don't they? Look at that big orb. There's too many balls up in the air. You're juggling too much. You can't get something new into your life if you're juggling. There's no room for anything to come in. Spirit is saying, let go. Let go and have a little faith. Have a little faith. And feeling like you've lost your faith somewhere along the line. Your faith in yourself. You know, your dreams, what you want to do. We've got the Queen of Shadows. So it's a little shadow of the past coming up for you. Or it might be a big shadow of the past. But it's a shadow of the past, no doubt. And it's coming up for you to work through. Okay, so we've got the leaving. Let's see where we go with the leaving. Okay, we've got the leaving twice, Joanne. So this is really important in your reading. Look, both together, the leaving and the leaving. Now, if that's a couple of people that have left you, or a couple of people that have recently left your life, or a couple of people that need to leave your life, or it could be that there's been a couple of people that have left your life and you're living the same situation over and over again. Okay. You've started new projects. How wonderful, Joanne. And that's really, really good. But there's a shadow of the past that's coming up for you. Okay. There's a shadow of the past that's coming up for you. Something to do with addictions. And remember, I said before that addictions don't always be, they can be very subtle. They're not always, you know, what we expect them or what society tells you addictions are. You know, there is hope for you. That's what I'm getting, Joanne. There is hope for you. You need to shine your light. So we've got the star fairy. You need to shine your light. You need to shine your light. We've got ADHD with you as well. So we've got the Queen of Bedlam. Now, the Queen of Bedlam, for me, and when I'm working with spirit with my cards, usually means somebody, you know, with ADHD. That doesn't mean you have ADHD, Joanne, but there's somebody in your life who has ADHD. So if there's somebody you've thought about and you think, oh, maybe they got ADHD and they might not be diagnosed, that's like a confirmation from spirit to maybe look at that, you know. And I feel like we've got the Elven Knight again, so I feel like it may be one of your children. And we've also got this one, which this one is on the autistic spectrum. So somebody's could be your niece. Okay, so this could be your niece, and they could be not just ADHD, but they're on the autistic spectrum as well, and they've got some post-traumatic stress. They've got some trauma that they've had to work through or are trying to work through, and they keep returning to the same point over and over again. Queen of Laughter. So the fun for your niece maybe has gone out of her life at the moment. And there's somebody in her life, there's something happening in her life that needs to be looked at. She's saying one thing and doing another. They're saying one thing and doing another. So their words and actions are not matching up. So there's something underneath that we're not aware of just yet. There's something, but it's underneath and it's not brought out into the open just yet. We're not aware of it, but there is hope. There is hope for her. And here we have me again telling you off. And I don't know why, Joanne, I'm telling you off. I have no idea. So I'm going to have to pick another card to see why I'm telling you off. Oh, because you're a bright spark. And she is a bright spark. But there's something holding her back. And maybe it's a shadow of the past. Prince of Shadows. It's a shadow of the past. Okay. In from a past life. It could be. And then maybe that needs to be worked through. We've got Queen of the Golden Bow. Now, I love getting this card. This card is so important, Joanne. So there's a higher purpose. There's something that you've come here to do. The new golden energy that we're coming into. You are one of the people who have come here to bring in ascension and to help us come into the new golden energy. This is part of your higher purpose. And maybe that's your niece's higher purpose as well. And maybe life has got too hard for her along the way, and she's a bit unsure of what her higher purpose is anymore. And maybe, Joanne, it's about you. I see the orbs coming up. Joanne, it's about you finding your higher purpose, bringing in ascension, bringing in that healing golden energy and helping her to develop what she needs to develop to help bring in that golden energy, because she's part of it. Living your dream. You need to start living your dream. You are the magician. You've got everything you need to succeed. And that's what Spirit are saying. You've got everything you need to succeed. We've got the Queen of Bedlam again, so we've had it twice. So I'm thinking this is really reassurance that maybe there's something to look at within that. I'm going to leave that with you, Joanne. We'll see who's next. Thank you for working with me. I'm going to give these a really good shuffle now. So who've we got next, Stace? Just let me get a drink of water. Kelly O'Neill. So hi, Kelly. Kelly's next. Okay, Kelly. Okay. Purple Essence, it says. This must be a really old one that I did. Purple Essence. I think it's for mediumship. But it doesn't work anyway. Look at that, Kelly. Oh, it has worked now. When I mentioned your name, it worked. But I think I'm going to choose another one for you because it is a bit all over the place. Okay. Balancing your masculine and feminine energy. That's what I've got. And that doesn't work either, Kelly. So what's going on here? What's going on here? Let's try one more, third time lucky. Archangel Raphael, Angel of Healing. Archangel Raphael. Ah, look at that. That is 3. What are the chances of that happening, Kelly? That's 3 of them in a row. We'll keep going. Ascended Master Lord Cthulhu. That's brilliant. That one works. That's the one you were meant to have, Lord Cthulhu. Lord Cthulhu is the angel of self-love and taking care of yourself and inner child work. So Lord Cthulhu is for you, Kelly. So for your highest good, let's have a look and see what Lord Cthulhu has in store for you. Okay. Okay, we've got the boy. Look at that big orb. That orb was huge, Kelly. Did you see that? We've got the boy. So this could be one of your children. It doesn't necessarily have to be a boy, but it could be a boy. So this card represents somebody who's really sensitive, somebody who's got a lot going on in their life, and somebody who finds it really difficult to cope with some of the stuff in our world. Okay. We've got the Queen of the Night, which tells me they're getting woke up between 3 and 5 in the morning. Or this could be you, Kelly. You've got no children. Okay. So this could be you, Kelly. And are you getting woke up between 3 and 5 in the morning? It's something to do with the child, your inner child. That's why you got Lord Cthulhu. So it's your inner child. You're the one who's really sensitive. You're the one who finds the world quite difficult at the moment. I mean, we all find the world quite difficult at the moment. There's a lot of fear, a lot of things get worse before they get better, don't they? And there's a lot of that in the world at the moment. So your cat's waking you up between 3 and 5 in the morning. I'm wondering why your cat's waking you up between 3 and 5 in the morning. So is your cat your child, Kelly? We've got the boy again. We have the boy again. So that's twice we've had the boy, Kelly. Look at that. Twice we've had the boy. So I'm wondering what that's about. I'm curious about that. So let's go into it. Look at that orb. Let's go into it. He wants to play. Or he wants food. Okay. It's very okay. I'm going to do some more spray because I'm quite intrigued with this. Wondering why he's waking you up at between 3 and 5 in the morning. It's really specific, isn't it? And it's every night. I'm wondering what he's seeing. I'm wondering, is there some training that needs to happen with your cat? Or is there some training that needs to happen with you, Kelly? We've got the fairy of naughtiness. So is he being naughty? Because he can get away with waking you up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You have a gift, Kelly. That's what I've got. Kelly, you have a gift. Now, I don't know if you do this work or not. And I don't know what you do because I don't know you. But I know that you have a gift. And that's why you're being woke up, whether it's by your cat, but I think it's by the spirit world. And I think that your cat is noticing that. And your cat is seeing that. And I think spirit want to work with you. And they want to enhance your gift. He's naughty, okay. So some training on that. But also some training for you, Kelly, is what I'm picking up. So I don't know if you do this work, but you should do this work. Because it seems like this is part of what you're here for. It's part of your higher purpose. You're in two minds about it. You're not quite sure. You're not quite sure. Now, sometimes you think, yeah, that would be awesome. And then sometimes you think, no, that's scary. And so there's something about that in it. You have a higher purpose. We've got the Queen of the Golden Bow. Your higher purpose, like the last lady, your higher purpose is to help bring in this golden energy, this new golden energy that's coming in. So where we begin to see and notice that we are all one and we don't have that disconnect anymore. You're having an awakening. That's what you're having, Kelly. There's no doubt about it. This is what this means. There's no doubt about it. And the awakening, it's not a slight awakening either. And you will find, that it's not a slight awakening. We're going to be coming, we're all very disconnected as human beings. We've got such a disconnect where we're like, don't feel each other, don't see each other, don't realize that we're all part of each other. And we're coming into a new golden energy. Things are changing. Our world has to change. It doesn't work anymore. The school system don't work. The government doesn't work. All of the things that have been put in place for thousands of years don't work anymore. And so now we as a people have to change things. And we have to come together with a less ego-based materialistic way. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being material. I'm not saying that. But we have to come in a place of love with each other. We have to come in a place of being with each other and seeing that if we hurt somebody, we actually are hurting ourselves. And so you see things at night when you close your eyes. So you are psychic and you've got psychic ability, Kelly, but you need some training in that. I went and had my training. I didn't just do this. I knew I had a gift, but I went and I had my training. So I did my mentorship. I did my mentorship with Tony Stockwell, and I did lots of different courses and got the ethics and learned how to use my gift. And maybe that's what, Kelly, that's what is coming for you. Maybe find somebody that you really like. And that's what I did. I liked Tony's way, and I saw that he was in his integrity and open and honest. And I liked it. And so find somebody you like and you like how they are and watch them and see how they are. And then maybe ask them to mentor you or maybe do some courses. But Spirit definitely want you to work with them. There we go. Queen of the Golden Bough. This is your Queen of the Golden Bough. This is your higher purpose, is bringing us into ascension as well. Moving forward from that. Kelly, thank you for working with me. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love heart as well. That's lovely. Stacey, so we have Star on YouTube next. Thank you, hon. Okay, Stacey. So she's on YouTube, but she can see us on YouTube. She can see me on YouTube. So this Star, lovely to see you. Let me see what's coming for you. Let me get a spray for you. I'm digging deep, Star. I'm digging deep. Oh, Lord Melchizedek. Really strong one again. So let's spray you. Let's spray the cards and let's spray me. So, hello, Star. Star T. You're welcome, Star. So for Star's highest good, if you give her something to look at, please give her the solution. Star, have you seen them orbs? Look at them. Wow. Look at that. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing us the orbs. Accept them beautiful orbs from Spirit, Star. Wow. Oh, and look what came out, the Star Fairy. Look what fell out. The Star Fairy, shining your light. So that's what this is about, shining your light. How beautiful is that? Can't make this stuff up. You really can't make this stuff up. Okay, Spirit. So for Star's highest good, we know that you need to shine your light. We know that, Star. We know that Spirit are interested in you and want to bring things forward for you. We also know that somebody in your life is not doing great at the moment. We've got the Lady of the Forest. Sometimes that means you might need grounding. You might be maybe too much up in the stars. Maybe you need a little bit of grounding. Maybe that's what that's about. Ah, hope. Hope for you. Definitely hope for you. We've got the Queen of Bedlam as well. So this is the ADHD card. This is somebody in your life who's got ADHD. If not you, somebody around you, somebody you're working with, somebody in your family, somebody around you. If you have felt like you may have ADHD and you've identified with some stuff, this is kind of like a confirmation. So maybe there's an online quiz that you can do. And maybe you can do that and have a little look at it and maybe see if that resonates with you or somebody in your life. It may not be you, it may be somebody else in your life, but it's important. Your granddaughter. Okay. That we've got the Elven Knight again. And what about your son? What about your son or your daughter? What about their parents, your granddaughter's parents? Because I've got the autistic spectrum. And so maybe one of them are on the spectrum, or maybe your granddaughter has got ADHD, but she's got autism as well. Like I said earlier, 80% of look at that, it's stopped. 80% of people with autism also have ADHD. There's some trauma that needs to be sorted out. Okay? There's some trauma that needs to be sorted out, Star. You keep returning, or they keep returning to the same point over and over again. Keep returning to the same point over and over again. It's taking the laughter out of your life. Now, I don't know if this is you, Star. You will know who it is. Somebody in your life who says one thing and does another. Their words and actions don't match up. And it makes you feel, sometimes it makes you feel like you're going mad. And that's what I'm getting. Because it's very confusing when somebody says one thing, but their actions say something else. And what Spirit are saying is, look at the actions. Love is an action. Look at the action. The actions are what you need to look at. I hope that makes sense to you. But there is hope. There's definitely hope. There's a few little twerks and tweaks that need to be done. Trauma issue. Okay. So you've got to, so there's some trauma for you to work through, Star. She has both. Okay. Okay. So that's confirmation from Spirit that she has both. That is wonderful. And so with the trauma, with the PTSD, Star, now's your time to start looking at it. Okay, some child trauma, some childhood trauma, some inner child work, Star. That's what Spirit are saying. You're ready now for inner child work. Did you see that big flying orb and that little one up at the top? Look at it. You're ready for some inner child work now. You've come to a point in your life where you're ready and you're safe and you're able to deal with. This is the thief that's blocking you from moving forward. It's blocking you from moving forward. Have a little faith. Do the inner child work and see how much you move forward. You know, when I talked about getting into a situation over and over again and landing up in hot water all the time, and then I did the work I did was inner child work, and began to heal the trauma that I had, and began to heal it, because it doesn't just heal straight away. You know, there's always another layer of the onion. There's another layer of the onion for you to look at. It's a shadow of the past. It's another layer of the onion to look at. Something to do with leaving, okay? Something to do with somebody who left, which gave you a great deal of trauma. You've got 2 leavings, okay? So this is where your trauma lies. And this is what we need to work on, or you need to work on. It's a shadow of the past. And I promise you, we've got Tink, hands on hips, telling you off. I promise you that if you do this work, Star, or begin to look at this work and get somebody to help you with it, because I don't believe inner child work can be done on your own. I feel like you need the help to get through it, and you need somebody to be able to show you yourself. You know, self can't heal self. And this is me telling you off, okay? But once you do this work, I promise you, you will shine just like that star that you are. And that's why we got the star falling out, the star fairy, because you need to shine your light, and you need to be able, because you're a bright spark. Look at that. You can't make this stuff up, Star. Spirit are saying you're a bright spark, yeah? And the orbs are amazing, and the orbs are for you to shine your light. Desperately, Spirit are trying to show you, what's your next step? What's your next stage? How am I going to get Star to shine her light? Do the work. Do the work. How lovely is that? I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you for working with me. Okay. So, who's next, Stace? Next, we have Sarah Batchelor. And 10 minutes time left. Thank you. So Sarah, this is for Sarah. Just let me get a drink first. Okay, so for Sarah's highest good, have I run out of sprays? No, I haven't. Archangel Shamuelin, unconditional love. I am an open channel of love. I am an open channel of love. I am an open channel of love. Archangel Shamuelin. And I'm doing the cards, me and you. I am an open channel of love. I like to say it 3 times, but I've said it 4 times now. Hello, Sarah. How lovely to see you. Let's see what Spirit have got for you. So we've got Archangel Shamulin, an open channel of love. So let's see for Sarah. Okay, Sarah, there's somebody in your life. Okay, let me stay with this. There's somebody in your life who's causing you some problems, who you're desperately trying to help them change or waiting for them to change. But unfortunately, with this card, it means they won't change. They're not going to change. And that's the message that Spirit have for you. They're not going to change. You're juggling too much. You've got so many balls up in the air. We've had this as a theme all the way through, haven't we? There's so many balls up in the air. And when you're doing this, how on earth can you let something new come in? So what Spirit is saying is you need to drop the balls and let something new, something good come into your life. We've got the shapeshifter, which means change is happening. Whether you like it or not, Sarah, that change is happening in your life. You have grown. So we've got the fairy of growth. You have grown so much. And you've come to a point in your life where now you could do with a little bit of training. We've got the Smith, where now you could do with a little bit of training on how to go for your dreams. That's what Spirit are saying. It's your time. It's time for you to go for your dreams. The paradoxes, so we've had this before, haven't we? It's like a two-sided card. So there's good and bad to everything. There's two sides to everything, like heads and tails, you know, light and dark. You can't have one without the other, you know. They're both of the same coin. They're both of the same coin. So the paradox is that you've had many challenges. You've had many, many challenges. And you've had people in your life who very often say one thing and do another. And because of the challenges that you've had, you desperately want to hear the words, but the words and the actions don't match up. The words and the actions don't match up. And what Spirit is saying is look at the actions. Love is an action. It's not words. It's an action. Oh, you can say lots of loving words. You can say lots of nice things, but lots of people don't mean them either. Or they feel like they mean it, or they think that they mean it. This is about somebody's actions and words that don't match up. So you get it, good. Okay. So it's been for a long time now. We've got the Queen of Passage. It's been for a long time now. And now it's time for you to move forward. You're being woke up between 3 and 5 in the morning as well. So you're being woke up at that time, okay? So there's somebody in your life who's really sensitive, who have got a lot going on for them, and who need a special kind of help at this moment in time. Does that make sense to you? I've got the child with you. So whether it's your child or whether it's your inner child that's being hurt, I got a feeling it's probably inner child work that needs doing for you as well. That healing has to be done. You're exhausted. Every day this week, you're exhausted. So that inner child work, Sarah, is what's exhausting you. So you've come to a stage in your life where you're ready now. We've got the fairy of naughtiness. This is not you, okay? This is the inner child. So it's time for you to start loving and nurturing that little girl inside of you, because you have a gift. And Spirit want to use your gift. But how can they use your gift if you're not able to nurture and care for yourself. We have to love ourselves and take care of ourselves first before we can move on to love somebody else. We've got the boy again. Okay. I don't want to read too much into that or go too much into that, but I've got a feeling that I know what that's about. You need a little bit of training. The Smith is about training. You know, you're in two minds about this. You're in two minds about it. So there's a decision to be made, Sarah. There's a decision to be made, and you need to make it. Okay, and you do struggle with that, but you need help with it, Sarah. You can't do it on your own. You cannot do it on your own. You just can't. How can you? How can you suddenly do something that's alien to you, that you've never been taught how to do, and suddenly do it? You can't. You need somebody to help you do that. You need somebody to uplift you, somebody to show you how to do that, to give you the tools to help you do that. And that's what Spirit are saying. You need somebody to show you how to do that. You can't just do it on your own. We've got the Queen of the Golden Bough, which this has come up quite a lot in today's readings. So this is about our higher purpose, about coming into ascension, moving into the new golden energy, moving in to help the struggle in our world. They've got Spirit have got bigger plans for you, Sarah. And this is it. So they want you to be at your best so that you can help others come into ascension, come into that healing energy, that new golden energy, that new life that we're bringing forward, that new energy that's coming into our world. You're part of it. You're part of helping others to come to it, to wake up, to awaken. The quickening that's happening in our world. This is what they're talking about. And so this is about moving forward on your spiritual path. And that's what Spirit want for you. That's exactly what they want for you, to move forward on your spiritual path, Star Fairy, and shine your light. And that's what it's about, shining your light. Why do we always think that we can do everything on our own? We can't. I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you for working with me. I'm going to say goodbye now. We've come up to time. And it's been lovely here with you all. And I'll see you in a fortnight's time. And we'll do it all again. You're welcome, Sarah. It's such a pleasure. It's such a pleasure. You need to be shining your light and getting out there. Okay. So thank you all for being here. I'll give you a few moments to say goodbyes. It's really hard, isn't it, to get round everybody? Thank you, Kelly. And it's really hard, isn't it? When I go on and somebody's doing readings, I keep putting my name down for a reading, and do you know what? I never get one. And so sometimes it's really hard. Sending you. Oh, thank you, Julia. That's really lovely. Thank you. I love that. Okay, guys. So I'm doing a psychic supper this evening, so I've got to get on my way and get sorted for that. And I will speak to you all soon. Take care.